Hello, welcome to this show, this edition of the Ocean Street. Now, today, proactive versus reactive is what we are going to discuss. We have always had proactive approach and reactive approaches. What exactly is this in health and safety implementation? Proactive approaches, these are actions that we do, whatever we do, the things that we do before any big issues in health and safety arise, before an accident happens, before we have any losses, any property damages, environmental issues. These are when we do different actions to prevent any losses, to prevent any damages. These are what we call the proactive approaches. Proactive approaches, we can look at let's first look at what the reactive approach is. A reactive approach is the actions that we take in case an incident happens or anything happens, a loss happens, something we've learned. When we learn from an incident and then we say, okay, let's take this action in order for us not to have this situation worse than what happened or what would have happened, not to have anything bad, anything that is a tragedy. Those are the reactive actions. Now, proactive actions, we are looking at the systems that we put in place, the health and safety implementation that we always do, the main ones, for example, the policies, the procedures, the instructions that we put in place, the trainings that we give to our people, then also the signaling that we normally do, and also making sure we have a great health and safety culture in the workplace, and also making sure we have continuous reviews, inspections that we always do. These help us to be able to identify issues in time and be able to handle them in time and make sure we do not escalate issues and we do not go to a further stage, the worst stage that would make us lose money, that would make us lose lives, that would make us have the environment damaged. Now, reactive actions that we normally set when an incident happens, whatever we learn from it, normally companies have a process called a return on experience. What you have learned from whatever happened. For example, if it was an accident for work at height and people maybe were having their safety harnesses at height, but then the working platform was not properly installed, the guardrails were not properly installed, then the anchorage point was not properly installed or properly identified. Now, what we learn from this, we go ahead to learn from it and be able to know that maybe we can set an action and say all working platforms should have an identified and marked anchorage point that people should use, and it should be approved by the supervisor before any worker anchors any body harness on it. And in this way, this is a reactive approach or reactive action that we're going to take, and people will be trained on this and will be informed about what to do in future in order to avoid all these further accidents. Reactive, we can also look at from the investigations that we normally do. Whatever we are supposed to be doing, other actions that we are supposed to be doing is what we call the reactive actions. It's very important you consider always the proactive approach because it enables you handle issues in time, and you're able to not to lose income, not to lose lives, and also to have property damages. You're able to protect assets in time, in the right time. Well. And for more information, reach out to us for further guidance through our Ocean Street YouTube channel. You can as well contact us through our contacts below. With me, your host, Margaret Mukari. See you next time. Stay safe.